regulator that's connected to a hose to a tank, or whether it's a snorkel filled with water, you try to breathe with water, and then when you breathe, water goes into your lungs. Or when you breathe, air goes into your lungs. If you breathe and there's water, if water goes into your lungs, you're in a lot of trouble. You understand? It's not one of those different as things. If you're diving and you're underwater at 40 feet and you suck water into your lungs because you can clear your regulator, you're in big trouble. You understand? Because you will be in an immediate panic. Talk about panic. You'll be in an immediate panic. It's a habit you just have to get into. I'm going to demonstrate it for you so you can see me do it. I'll do it a couple times right through here. I'm just going to show you up and under. Just the only thing that's going to come out of the water is going to be my snorkel tip. I'm going to blow it out like a whale, and then I'm going to go back down, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to go back down. So what I'm doing when I do that, when you see the water shoot out, some might shoot out over where you are, it's going to be like this. Watch. Like I'm saying the word two. T-O-O. Okay, now when I do that, these guys are in my mouth. Now this tube's filled with water, right? So this guy's in my mouth. The whole thing's filled with water all the way to my mouth. But I have a whole lung set full of air. I'm going to use a part of that air to clear this, because I got to get rid of the air anyway, because I can't stay under anymore. So watch. It's just getting that down. Whether you get that down today or you get that down some days from now or over here, that'd be great. So see how it works. You understand how it works. The quicker you understand that one part, that's the only hard part that will effectively is remembering to clear. Now, I have to tell you, when I'm snorkeling, I have thought my tube was above the water, because part of being a snorkel person is that I can swim along and look at things and my tube doesn't go underwater, so I don't have to clear it. But every once in a while, I go a little bit deeper than I thought, and I get a little water in my snorkel, and I don't even know it. Then I try to take a breath. Guess what happens? In I go. Guess where I have to come? All the way up, and I got to cough that water out before I can breathe again. And you can get in a little bit of trouble. That's why we always, when we dive or snorkel, we go in pairs. One of you can save another of you in the water. One of you cannot save yourself if you get in trouble. So it's like a law in scuba diving, and it's a smart law in snorkeling to not go alone. Now, the more skilled you get, generally the braver you get. Like me, I go by myself. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I'm comfortable enough with my safety stuff that I do it. I'm not going to tell you that's a smart thing. It probably isn't, but I do it because sometimes I have people to go with me. You understand? So you should always have a partner. You should always have a buddy, and the more people, the better. When you're out, also, this is important, when you're out with me snorkel over the next couple of days, and we will do some snorkeling. If you guys get it down, we're going to have some fun, because we can take off. You don't have to take your face out of the water. We're cruising along with fins on, and your tube, you're going right along. I mean, you'd be surprised how much ground you can cover. It's amazing. And I can go all the way across this lake without sticking my head out with this snorkel.
I've already got it.
I can go over and back if I want. It'll take me a few hours. You'd get run over by a boat. Okay. So let's go to this. So I'm just going to demonstrate it real quick. And what I'd like you to do, I want you to just come in the water. If you can try to practice it on your own, and then the ones who seem to have a problem, I'll try to help you. You get that down, then I want to move right on from there. So let's see if we can do that first. If everybody can snorkel, and remember to blow the tube. That's the most important part. So just watch me do this a couple times. Just do this right in front of you again. Remember, if your mask fogs, spit in it. You have to do this about every 10 minutes. Wipe around your finger, rinse it off. That'll keep it clear from fogging for about 10 minutes.
Keep it on, put it in return.
What's that?
much as I can. What? Just work on getting it down. Go that way. You want to go out, come around. I know you have it covered, so go ahead and keep going. Mr. Edwards, you saw what I did? You saw what I did? This is the okay sign, guys. I give you this, you give it back to me, means you're okay, right? Everybody look at me. I go like this, you go like that. That's all I want here. Whether we're under the water or above the water, I go like this, you give me one of these back, I know everything's cool. Start swimming around, guys. See if you can get it down. Stay, horse around for a little bit, see what you can get. Try to go under, try to let the tube fill up, blow it, clear it, go back down. So you can do that. That's the important part. I should start hearing the water shooting out like a whale. You have, listen, your hair is inside the mask. Okay, you have to pull all your hair up onto that mask because that's just another way for water to get in. All right, you got all of it's got to get all out of it. One little piece of hair like that, you got all this hair inside your mask. That's a track for water to get in. All right, you spit in that mask before you put it on. I don't want to do that. Spit all over it, rub around your finger, and rinse it. That'll somewhat keep it from getting clogged up. Eddie, did you spit into that mask before you put it on? See how it's fogging up again? When it does that, take it off, spit in it again, wipe it around. You have to do that about every 5-10 minutes, but it's better than walking around with a foggy mask. Out, clear it, and then stay under without bringing your face up. Okay, so you got nervous, see that? Because you filled up in the water. That's what you got to get comfortable with. That practice. It's on your own. I'm not going to stay around. Just do it and try to one other. Remember, it's this. Watch. You come up there. As hard as you can. It should clear, and your next breath should be free of water. All right? Yeah, real hard. It's that's hard. Like the word letter 2. T-O-O. Yep, that's it. What happened?
I got water in the tube.
You got water in the tube. He's done. Next. Hand off the bag. What'd you say, Matt? Did you say something?
I said when you jump and go back, are you guys come up? Not at all. Once you're in here, it's only the social.
Come off, come up, get set and go. But once you have to abort, you're done. So guys, you understand this is a skill you have to learn. If you can't do it today, it's okay. But you understand it's a skill you need to work on and try to develop so you can do it. I'm going to show you one last thing before we wrap up.
Working on it.
Are we ready to roll, Mr. Cameraman?
Yeah, we're rolling.
We're rolling. Mr. Matt, let's see what you got there, son.
My thing. Still, if there's water in here,
How many?
it comes out there.
He says he's got them all. Let's find out. You see.
But you can't get water. You get them, Matt?
Count those for me, Mr. Connor. You don't have to throw them back in. You don't need to throw them back in.
I was at the beach about a month and a half ago.
All right, listen, he's coming over with the boat, so I want to show you guys one last thing. So Connor's going to count those, and I'm going to show you one last thing. So everybody come up to the dock and watch me do this.
Eight, 9, he's got them all. He got them.
You got him. Okay, we got a tie. Throw this mask in. Watch what I'm going to do. Toss this mask out there. I'm going to go in, I'm going to get this mask. I'm going to put this mask on. I'm going to get all the water out of the mask. I'm going to come up. I'm going to blow the tube. I'm going to go back down. And I'm going to swim away. You understand? And I'm not going to have any water.
You're going to get the water out of
I'm going to get all the water out of there. I'm going to go down in the water. I'm going to put this on full of water. I'm going to get all the water out of it. Then I'm going to swim away. hope so. I haven't done this in a while.
Let's hope it works.
Let's hope it works. That's how my lungs are. I haven't done this in a while.
Oh my god. Bye, Mom. You can like barely see him, man.
Heads in the water, heads in the water, heads in the water, heads in the water. Okay, you've got a lung full of air and you're going to have to breathe. So what you're going to do is you're going to let the water out of your lungs slowly using a B sound. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody. I look as stupid as you do, don't worry about it. All right, now, so anyway, you're letting it out, and there's a certain point when you're going to realize, I'm running out of air. So what you're going to do is, because you've got your arms out to your sides, actually, you're going to move your legs apart, take a step forward. In the water, your legs would just come apart, right? Okay, your head's in the water, and you're going to stop doing the blub sound, and you're going to go like this. Now just keep your eye on me, don't do anything, we're going to do this again. And back down again. Okay, so it's like this. Here's the full sequence. You hit the water with a lung full of air. Blub, 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 blub. And back down again. So what you're doing is you're limiting the amount of time that your head is out of the water. Your head is out of the water, and to take a breath, it should be not out of the water longer than a split second to take that breath. Now to do that, you have to have completely emptied your lungs. And the way you completely empty your lungs is when you're blub, 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 and you kick yourself up. The last thing, to get the remaining air out of your lungs, you create chest pressure by pursing your lips. So you go like that. Now you've all ridden in a car or maybe driven a car that didn't have a muffler. You know, it's just like, right? It's got no back pressure. So what you're going to do is create back pressure with your lips. So right now we're blowing into a trumpet. Ready? Yo, diving team member. All right, do it. Stand up straight. Okay. The more you force, you gotta force it. Because you won't have enough time to get that air out. That's it's gotta be really fast. I can do it. All right. Okay. So we're changing from the blub 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 blub, and then when we do the kick and come up to clear our lungs, it's and then back down again. So here we go. Here's the full sequence, and then we're all going to do it one at a time. We're going to go from one person to the next. All right. You hit the water. You got a lung full of air. All right. Just keep your eye on me. Okay. Blub 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 blub. I'm running out of air. I want to empty my lungs. So the remaining air, I go and back down again. And it's even quicker than that. Okay. So let's see. All right. Jack, you're first.
I can't even remember what that
LT Zach, come on, Zach.
Blub, 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 blub.
All right, your head's in the water. Your head's in the water.
Then straight up.
Your arms are out to your side.
Yep.
Okay, your legs are coming apart.
And then I go straight up.
And then but you want to get most of the air out of your lungs before you come up. You're blowing the air out of your lungs
blub, 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 blub. And you'll hear that when you're doing it underwater. We've all done it. Okay, so then what happens is most of the air is gone. You want to get the remaining air out, and at the same time position yourself for the next breath. So it's like blub, 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 and back down again. And you can do this indefinitely. Right, if you learn how to do this, you can do it indefinitely. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll come back to you.
All right.
Okay?
Just woke up.
Young lady.
Like ready.
Join the club.
Okay, I'm an instructor. I can't yell for help.
Backwards, let's go. 1, 2, 3, come on. Come on, do it. Let's go, Connor. Let's go, Matt. Load up. Let's go. Come on. Come on, next. Let's go. Next. Don't jump on top. Jeez, Derek. 1, 2, come on. Let's go. Watch that dock, Edward. Clear, Edward. Let's go.
My way to swim. Look, I'm a buoy.
All right, Edward, what I want you to do, Edward,
I can stand here.
go in there a little bit.
Derek, can I stand here?
Go over there,
Smash.
just over your head. So come on over
Hey,
this
Jonas,
way.
let's see.
That way, if you have to, all you have to do is go that way a little bit, and you'll be standing up to the break, right? So you practice.
I can
This is what I
push.
think you should do. Tell me when you can touch.
We're not
Touching? Okay, this is how you practice. This is your area. You're going to practice out here. So you'll step out into where you're over your head.
right.
You
I
touch
know.
the
I
bottom.
was kidding too.
Practice. Wait a little practice. You get it down. You need to back up. Back up. Understand? Take a little break. Try it again. That's all.
Hey, which man are you
Okay. All right, listen.
It's a survival camp. Wow, this is what we do.
Guys, let's go. Just watch out for the boat. Stay right over here. Start practicing. Let's go. Put yourself over your head and try it. Let's go. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Another day in Howie. Matthew, stay on this side of the dock. Sorry. Stay on this side of the dock. Other side, go pretty good. Whoa,
Oh dang! I forgot the blub 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 thing. I forgot the blub 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 thing. So I was like, wait, why am I so tired? I drifted.
shut up. Okay? Beach treading water all day. Beach having to tread water all day. Get to tread water, you might last about an hour. Do this, you might last a day. In order to practice, you're going to have to be over your heads. You know if you want to get water here to pull down?
I try that.
I am over my head here.
Pull the bottom of your head. That's what I heard.
Stand on my teeth.
Well, you should be over your head. You're not going to be in a danger of drowning unless you're over your head, aren't you? So get out over your head and practice. Let's go. How you doing, young fella? You get it? He says, you get it? Well, that's right. You know, it's not one of those things you can get like that, Ed. You get it a little at a time. You practice a little now, but you understand how it works, and that's the important part. And every time you get near the water, practice a little bit. You do it for a couple minutes.
Is it like this?
Okay, you ready?
How many blubs do you do before you
I
like?
go very slowly. We're going to go like
Yeah,
this.
I was gonna ask, should it be
Very
slow or
slowly.
fast?
You're coming way out of the water.
Oh, okay.
You're coming out way too much. Watch me do this. Watch how little I actually come out of the water.
Just like I do. Watch me.
Very, very quick. And what I'm doing is I'm going. At first, I don't let any air out. I take my breath. I go down. I let the air carry me to the surface. I can feel the top of my head break the surface. Then I slowly start to breathe. And when I get to the point, then I do it. Then I go back down. Here we go. Watch. Watch how little I come out of the water.
Put your head
How
in the water,
quickly.
just let it out slow. Good, good. All right, now we're going to do this. Try that one. Let it out slow in the water, and then when you stand up, go. It's that easier one. Okay, we'll try it one more time.
Yes?
Okay.
See, I'm not shooting way out of the water. The less energy I have to expend coming up to catch a breath, the better off I am. So I want to use very little energy. The only energy I have to use is that quick attention up, exhale, breath, down, and relax again. And that's like that, doing like tension relaxation.
You got the idea.
That jolt of tension
Okay.
to do what you do. And then
Here's the
totally
next
relax your
word.
body.
Now we're
Turn
gonna
it on, turn it off. Like just a second of
breathe
power.
out. Then we're going to
And
breathe
that way
in.
you're not extending. You only have so much energy.
Then we're going to
you can
breathe out,
expend.
and then we're going to breathe in, then we're going to go
In the
back
water.
in.
Moving around in the water, by the way, doesn't help you conserve. It's not like on land. You know you heat up on the land. The more you move around in water, the colder you get. Yes, the more you move around in water, the colder you get. Because you're moving it across the surface. That's why wetsuits. You put a wetsuit on, the water sits inside, it warms up the water, it's not moving around.
So that's why treading water wouldn't get you as long?
Not only that, but treading water, think about how much energy, how many hours could you tread water?
An hour maybe.
Hour maybe, and you're going to start to exhaust your muscles. Are
go ready?
You have, remember, you only have a certain amount of calories in you. You burn a lot of calories in the water. You only have so much energy that you can expend and use. You understand? It's not something you have to do today, but I want you to understand it. And what I want you to do is I want you to keep practicing. But what I did is I went and did it with Chris 2 weeks ago. Then I went to the swimming pool. I borrowed, I practiced there, I got it. Then I've done it here every day since I've been here. I got it. You don't spend like 5-10 minutes on it. Just learning how to do it. What I'll do is I'm going to really spend like the rest of the summer learning how to do it, and then I'm going to go out and do it for like 2-3 hours one day. Go out and see how long I can do it. I'll probably do it before the summer's over.
Okay, that's it.
September.
Now, the only thing that you have to do is do it without a bottom underneath. In other words, the only thing you have to do now is to do it out there. So we'll go out just a little bit further. Come back. Let me know when you don't feel comfortable.
Because it's like cross country games, they were saying how we had like, you know, if we hit the wall.
Okay, is that good?
I think it's, you know,
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
water's different.
Here's what you're going to do. Ready?
Yeah.
Lung full of air. Now watch me.
25 times faster. That's what
I'm already really
It's not just that, but that's why we go get on water when it's really hot. Right?
Yeah.
Because it cools us down quickly. It's a really nice thing. And we can get on the heat all day. Okay. That's why, and this is an ideal temperature. Not even if this was
So you're going to have to get your arms to bring you up. You can cheat a little bit with your legs.
I feel like my whole body's sinking, going straight up and
Here we
down,
go.
rather than floating.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was my whole body. It was very hard.
This part all the way to
It's right now, it's about 68 here. It was about 20.
Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to spend longer blowing the air out. So it'll be like this.
I thought I was going to freeze. But I did it. It's still
How long were you in the water?
an hour. In, back and forth. I got out for a little bit, tried to warm up, but you're so cold by that time you can't. I thought I was going to sit. All right, let's just try it for a little bit. We don't have to stay here all day. It's 5:14. We'll just spend about 15 more minutes practicing. Get out there and practice. Let's go.
When you went out there.
But this time I want you to let the air out slow, so you spend more time with your head in the water, okay?
I'm like,
More time with your head in the water. Notice how you're not tired? If you were like this, trying to keep your head above water, and we were out a little deeper, you'd be a lot tired. Right, but now all of a sudden you're conserving your energy, okay? Let's do it again.
I feel like after it's a breath, I'm struggling with
It's a tiger show right now!
It's like, I find it's kind of like a rhythm, like by the time you get back up, you got a variation down, and you get back down, and you get back up. I'm just saying, it seems like a rhythm.
it is a rhythm. It is. Listen to what Adam's saying. Adam's saying it seems like a rhythm. It is a rhythm. You got to get into a little pattern that works for you. Like Chris said, everybody's body's different. You got to find out how to do it. But you understand the position. You understand where your arms are. You understand where your chins are.
Just go underneath and just let your air out.
You're
See
ready
how
to do
long you
that.
can stay under.
That you should be
Okay.
feet together, hands at your side, head
go.
up. Then everything relaxes again, and take the breath back in. You understand? And then you got to totally relax again. It's not. It's a skill, guys. When I tell you it's a skill, when you get it, you're gonna go, oh my god. Because that's what I did. I was like, what? Because I didn't get it.
I just went underwater and was like, it's
Hey, Dad. Ray. Mascot. There's our mascot.
Oh. All right, guys, everybody watch the duck. He knows how to do this. Please pay attention. He's been hired to come in and demonstrate the proper floating capabilities of a human being with 50,000 feathers by him. All right, here we go.
Okay, yeah, we can get to the scene. Yeah, and if he doesn't fly away.
It's been real. All right, is everybody all right with kind of understanding what to do?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to kill you with this today because there's no sense freezing you all out. What I'd like to do is tomorrow, we have emergency medicine stuff we have to do tomorrow morning. Everybody listen for a second. Look at me, please. Emergency medicine stuff in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon is all our nav stuff and everything because we have the thing to the nose, the hike to the nose, right, on Thursday day. So what I'd like to do is tomorrow in the afternoon, if you want to do it in pairs, we don't have to coordinate it, but if you tell me that you went together and you went down to the water even near the campsite, and you went down in, you did it for 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, practice for 10 or 15 minutes, you'll do it for 5 minutes, take a little break, swim around, but practice a little bit over the next couple of days. Friday, at some point, I'd like to see you do it better than you're doing it today. Now, and that doesn't mean you're going to be doing it perfectly, but I'd like to see you being able to do it better than you're doing it today. You understand? Spend some time with it. Don't give this up, I'm telling you. When you get it, you're going to be like, oh, I got it. And then you're going to be cool. It's just another tool in your toolbox. Just remember that. If you can float on your back, that's great. If you can, swim, we were talking about using the breaststroke in terms of making time and distance, right? These are all different tools. It's just one more tool for you to use. All right, get yourselves out. Hold on.
Now guys, come here and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so we're just taking, stuffing it in there randomly. So what kind of go on it?
Wait, here it comes, right? Here.
Siler.
Make sure you get my good side.
It's filmed. You on the front side. Yeah.
But it will make me look bad.
Here it is.
You really want to spray?
Squirrel to base, over. That's good.
No, it's woodchuck to gray squirrel. We see you, over.
What did it say?